Sa nwum na aba na unya twi terminology bi I say playing with words on literature be pan. Now I can say mabum ejakwa apia pa sala.
Go check my stuff online. Proud of anything you dey do online. I be proud blogger online. SammyKaymedia.com online. Go check my stuff online. Proud of anything you dey do online.
Go online. And then you call online in an international sports way. Say ubuki interview 1 year na baso finally baso. Say we never just na you call online many Ghana's astute Ghanaian broadcast journalist also we a former spokesperson the GFA Ghana Football Association na say FIFA nominalization committee no was on also head of sports the Despite group of company. We mean so we say hey why na me in call online na say me niagisa na the famous Kweku Yeboah son of the obo dia na say na me call online me say na enim say anopa last na me ti trotom time na me ta fa trotom pa no na driver no the 2 piece. Then started jokes na just say ubia na kwa na ubia sre abia started sports no peace I don't hear say mu kra mu yedide na just am pe bia no a source of motivation ospaki amanfo energy ediko ejuma sorry now we ninje kra na utie na we neje and then baby sound say Mr. Radio started saying, football saying AFCON and coach see you need as a Majan. What is going on in the football association? You have a bon come maybe son say a course any idea. Mama akwa na shege medina say Kweku Yeboah
bro
interview maybe 2 years 2 years after that
yes we guys are village
maybe onye guy we expensive na ye ba ha kra na me ye shia every minute of fed down there's no space in between say the phone and ring it every day
already who say me starting me Ghana Sports newspaper now first na me jede ni munyanza
I love this
why say me a good marketing what I don't know how to put it like it's a good marketing strategy.
Okay.
Na me dem number 2. Sometimes I do 12-1. I don't know how to focus. That's a number 2. Wow. From Bukom Banku 1 a.m. I must say, you just Yeboah. Kotukone house.
I wonder. 1 a.m.
Sorry.
Na mama na kwa ba ya sha say Jamaica say so apom din here dia say call endpoint you particularly ho na na say bibia wo ho na onim dia hawa eno so call am fidi am be show with him na say ma prescribe solution am wo bibia crash printers kuma city chiman takra din no mo ho service e be ma wo outside Accra no na wo ha no ma e be ma internet say men wo outside Accra masa ko ho no ma na chess am tweet too afen so am contact numbers ni social media details na that screen so tontina 74 eno na immune booster papa na chese sayare bebri enso the omokan say is general for general well-being unuma na chese onya ahode immune booster papa immune system no na kra ubody no wa ahode a sorry a oku iduma hu say bibia kama omo details any contact na that screen so na chese
everybody knows acrobato. And if you know acrobato, it means you know endpoint homeopathic clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. Endpoint homeopathic clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about endpoint homeopathic clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful endpoint one?
Chesena me ankasa me period na say problem is room. Ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me mogya mu no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro me fae no ene ma won kra me enu foforo kwa na me kwan mu a eba tele je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwojo eda ho a wontumi nante and then call end point. Mama nura and then why dear what me sorry ananti.
That's end point for you. Of Akrobato.
Hello.
Hey, Osho what chair?
Okay.
A free bra with the end point what dance. I'm a choir no. Me Jones say my name Kayi and person my name and then Gina Sabema. Now me be here for the one in You heard everything. I have secret. End point is my secret. End point homeopathy clinic. I'm free.
Yen she dwumedi na se na mema dan akwa babio. Ma kwa wa de go on. You are very popular when it comes to radio. Na radio na started same out.
Oh, honestly, me GSS mates for.
Okay.
Ebe ka che say those times no na oko school I say mama for ne papa for money ati. To me apply titi strategy no. Omo eduane kakra no wa top money no wa so half. As say we did kakra nti for half no foko. But I was so enthusiastic about sports say half no be kan me to me the organize sports quiz.
Wow.
Jesus aguna so do Salvation Army. Nti me de me misika keto anam asan de atoso. Wa be wi nam de amonam come de me nam kofi. That was how enthusiastic
like that.
Yeah. Ebu wa nka ti se nka e china kotoko ne house bebo no. Na me ma organize small post kotoko ne house. Na me de me twop money atoso.
Wow.
Nti yiri ehun ya mi dia no ma jimusika amfa na amfa. Ebu na me sports quiz and I don't know but it was so funny. That time na me say early 90s. Nti kotoko had Michael Osei, Joe Debra, Thomas Buachi, Zion Train, Robert Tishen, Ebo Electric, the late Bright Obing. They had another player, Georgiata, when Soko Fiabre, Safu Jemfimo. Nti no mo player back on Michael Osei, who free New Plan Stars and Okoko United and Obako Toko. None of a nice guy. Nti me could try to top people. Me trying to picture na me dey attire class one no ma trash am okay nso no na no ho nche danye go free dem wo guess mo so kotoko place om ho ofe no mo body ya gola we give me we nya so we that passion was there. So because there was a time because of Minty law Salvation Army school was say your pon school mo bia mobo. Because na me name is stepmother netina na me ni nkafi nti I prefer say match na me di misika beto so ne pon a na ya me dia to so na ya bwa nti me kwa na makotwa ntroso ya extra classes because me ni
wow me wa na ebo
nti after eventually am say report no call headmistress no she mara say fin na ko ya mo bia mobo na that day na ya she mara no nkanye nyame anka me wi. Me colleagues ni na say omo show headmistress na dey chen be go am me so me pa omo chawo che say me free school am ni nka o me kai say me we JSS first month no Sammy me tumi konin nam school mo na me su ya makwanye o me yema nka ya san hia bioni enso na me we school go na me ka ofie
wow JSS yeah
inti that day na madam ne ka say me yembo no na me pa me namfo ni chawo say yembo small post ai
na bo na ya wo anka so Obobi.
Me Bobi.
Oh okay.
Ena omuso omumbo. Ye omu nchemo nti venture omu kaso okay na yembo abate.
Okay.
Omu se de omu ye cycle na okwa na ena omu se abate no so me na ese me jam finfin because omu nya ready to bobo. Na me se meye. So omu na nka bo na omu so abegina nche. Nti first boy pejama madam fu baako o wasen me. Na ya ma roomie wo yin sa da me na nka bo no. Ti na fe ma ya aggressive. Ti pejama no wase me insese bia me ni be huri no na pejama na ekosi no kon no to me ne amji kung fu awe Chinese movie ala me di sisi ba pim ho Sammy wow afina mia me hu se me pese me kasa ba kasa ne ma me hu se me I was struggling
ade okay no we dia
oh that was in JSS I think JSS 1 or 2 between 91 and 92 as I'm making.
Wow.
And I was just about 11 years. No some person me kasa so kasa ni ma. Na no mo twa me ho hia no afide me ti we chire so mo kasa neni black ni ko. Enti ba ku no ye bold. No mbe so me mu na o mo twi me mu na said you know penji pepe say more guy you know them go to veranda business no mutiti musa hey musi mi kofi am go kana am say hey minister mother na to me go gaze magobobo wow na me mu go buni ngwa am enti honestly me share me hu so na me science ro say bia I could die out of it because na I am say bia moja gina me mu but go be so good
for the passion
of football enti right from then I'm catching papa say me call GIJ Ghana Institute of Journalism
from GSS no person
no me was ambition no me can so me name grant me name say you have to go to SS and before because at the time na me offer na ye rector e wa GIJ honorable Kwadwo Nyanka am say no ye editor or daily graphic na eventually obey rector or GIJ and okoye deputy central regional minister and eventually Ashanti regional minister so on na ye rector o dinam fi so me offer ye rector there is admission there e and am papa say go for mo ye journalism no they are smaller than the journalism outlet no okay smaller the job market ni so nti me journalism me nya adwuma nti o ma me nya nti o ma ye doctor and am say papa and am say doctor say me moja me mpe nti me nya do say me and me VSS that was 1993
school ben
Salvation Army Aguna Sowedo Salvation Army okay me fi Aguna Duakwa but me fi Aguna Duakwa 1989
okay
and me call Sowedo ekotena ho
that was we GSS
no me fi Duakwa 89 I'm all class 6
oh okay so what was so
I'm go bio
okay
since 89 I lived all my life for Sowedo
okay
because when I'm papa ni fi we me call Sowedo secondary school and all nti me be ko SS no and o see okope science class amami but Miss no me mpe mass ba akukra nti minya 11111 mass nkwa minya 5
wow
na mass nkwa ya ma aggregate 6 enjina alaji griza we journalist na wona ne interview na ohun ye ne hia o si firo obu feri mu mass muzimu ye nzekiro on you say journalist impeccable mass nti nanka me pe infantry menya
wow
enti afide so school na me fan second no na because me so man prioritize wo mo select wo student enti me nya late admission okwe no mka chen say science class na wa yema enti me pa me nkoya Greek in future no ya Greek science enti metimi transfer
okay
abe science na because a Greek no so ye wo like animal science at the university level you see how to inject animals. True. And the principle is the same as humans. Okay. You go here intravenous injection, intravenous. Inti me ko SS wie that time no I to say near university for alcohol strike but Jerry time a chair for over a year na investing now close down. Into what happened was that we SS na nkomunya admission no it became a backlog. In the university vice chancellors in the meeting say what's the way forward till they concluded say okay and the entrance examination okay into wow irrespective so we fresh we that do who pass the entrance exam and no akwa university into year na me try entrance exam na and number pa we that was in 1998 me remember that because that was the day Togo Ghana I was Burkina 98 that day me kaipa Ghana ye bia that Ghana ye kura Mohammed Gago ya Preku Abedi Pele that was Abedi Pele's last tournament.
Oh wow
that day you know na Saturday from Obuasi Goldfields now Ash Gold Football Club I'm go for Togolese players be no mini bobo pa ba ko dey need to do kosi na ba ko dey ni bombe wake no a goalkeeper ti Togo for use omo against Ghana omo share one Abedi Pele mu ye Nyantakyi. Wow, that was the very day papa we here. Wow. 1998 yeah. I think it was January 1998.
And there is no one person journalist Afia no so
Kweku. Eventually me nyame madum in fact I went through a lot and I'm Kweku University. Kweku University na me yesenka mpese me sisan.
University ben
University of Cape Coast.
Cape Coast.
I say University of Choice. Na to kwa wodo binti. Say honorable anodon pray. Okay. Oh yeah, me cosmate but no di many 1 year.
Okay.
And in the time no na University of Cape Coast any university bi America kwaya alliance say omo grading system no omo yi from 70 to 80 and some when A and another pen and no ye nukes president and yes ye penny because at the end of the day you na about the same job market nti yes am basis here ye demonstrations someone fear
wow
nti that time no na me say me switch course no me say
first of my course ben
me quite agree na no mama
wow
and even that me late admission still nti I couldn't switch and me nti me agree kini na no. In fact, my colleagues in there, Madam Fubako, there was a time or software Kumasi. Or friend no say, Adam me by Fuana, and now we're all laughing. We're not you call a Greek lectures in the bar. Let me show you one of which no botanical names, Karika papaya, one, dear bar. Na me the book na to am say me Sammy dey da ko be bio TV na me ti so me dey we dey me do
sir how can show
so we dey man jero hu so ade na o feel but at some point nyame ye madom me psyche me hu say you know what even though on pay agree and first year university UCC first year ni science for ni na the same course until me first year me physics chemistry biology admas second year na sciences na ko start omo me na ni enso akoya agree. And at some point, I came and said, you know what? Say me failure. Obi antim asese course na on painting of failure. So as I'm not going to catch your own tear. Because I'm born pass exactly. Me pass you then I'll make a choice. Nti nyame adom. Me first year because I got late admission, me nya good grades. Nti me nya second class upper. Me fan said ye year no, your class na e be 300 do.
Wow.
Nipa ba ko was it one prosper in the first class. And Mirifi about yenya second class up and yen do 20.
Wow.
Na dey akaye lower pass ni la say we go university graduation e be jinja o say ni kwan say unya below second up because first class no my friend e be Sammykaymedia no ba second class upper Danqauh Akufo-addo lower ni pass you see others may follow na go me no na fu go hwe bi na say others may follow there nti nyame adom bitumi nya second upper but one schooling between me admission in 1998 one schooling no there was one guy be no my next door neighbor I think I've narrated this story over and over Efya be ena omo koye campus radio station of Atlantic FM omo koye sports discussion no mo ye in English to omo ko ba na me become me passport na me tie omo ko ba na ma question them me next door na me srin say eh abe to go to the studio say hu we na mutum ka mun dum kanya say and also hey you think it's easy to sit behind the microphone that come do be come wa ko gu hu animu asia and I'm say twa nti we am say nti one Saturday and odimi koye in his mind he was going to embarrass me thinking say microphone flight ebechimi microphone flight ebechimi nti me kona me ko to papa no so asre me bi ana ye wurem no ti say 1 2 3 4 host ni nie ana host ne buofu say abai anka nchen say odimi ba no so won there his thinking was that odimi ba na microphone flight chimi na we yi me frame na host ni buofu say no ya nyane sa nti so to question ma Sammykaymedia me che mfimfi no atra me no akọ next question man kasa ti e phone nam ko pa ni che so is now with TV3 a friend papa je kumbuati
okay but next station ben
ATL FM Atlantic FM oh Cape Coast University campus radio station nti after was nam ko pa ni che so we I didn't know so when you inform me and on the na adwan ni say me bana say stage fright chimia na so we nya bia di asere ena me ko pa ni che no so okay nti omu a mihuna no magene bag na eja yesi mu se Kweku ekura kokoti bag enye bobo en wodi ninu no see na your student nti ono ye senior eventually one day no come say one Saturday me on time ti me prepare man fanya kwadwo ko na omaswa English discussion we na I say my radio down and I'm so me first day no so what
wow
we dey Saturday bia me mura
wow
so aben ndi afi Saturday mi kosa afi de no hu se no me good or say okay I was on me co-hosting
wow
nti edu anopa na yakoye in English you read the same tie kwa Hello, lovely sports fans out there. You're welcome to Atlantic Sports. My name is Papa Ejokumboati. I'm with Kweku Yeboah. So I'm going to Daniel Yeboah. I'm in Kweku. Okay. Yeah. We move into the in the Ghana Premier Leagues. At some point, and I feel the Omani Jimmy Homo. Tibu okra on the whole week.
Wow.
And studio managers no. My manager Bako, he really helped. The friend Nchukunedu. Kwabena Nchukunedu. No catch him say. Se me wie school a obepese me me service with the station. I'm say me kram pensa. Was a great Canadian.
And I remember how to
oh, Ghana politicians. Lip service in the I think it's a good business.
Oh, of course.
Politicians na money attractive. They pay lip service. Yeah. A great backbone.
Most of the rich people in this country.
Exactly. No, it's good business. But me the honestly na me ninjo. Nti okasa na me da nyame ase. Nti me wie school na me wie university 2002. And me started my service. Until we service because a campus radio station. We be part time. To service guy no. We full time. To we studio manager. Okay. And the studio manager. And I was doing everything. Me money. Me kwa homachi. Go for be preaching. Na me no more preaching. Hey. I go Gary. I go freshen up. No more be morning show. Me morning show we are. The obebo lunch time number me bo. You drive wow mebo your bo reggae ni wa kwa bi we free mu
there's a DJ now why
bibia as that time na fi na hip life evolve
okay
sata getezi ya
na mo boka se
baba la sa
no me so ni nu eto
oh say na
because there amachi de ni pa bobo mo baba freestyle be
that de la fi na sanwum no biba nti na terrible chakamu na fine banti na ja DJ obaba na me shekire
eh o mexe
ye me no ma kakran me mexe bia
okay what I say wow you know I want to say mo
nti just as me be wie but just divine just as me be wie service no na team be friend stay cool professionals omo ko din some money and e ban them from Accra Sports when e do omo ko Cape Coast. Now, that time, not Dr. Despite Akoto, Kinafama Premier League, media rights. Now, no more sublet TB, Emma, smaller stations. So that we have the right to pick the feed from Peace FM. The woman was Kibia Yetua, and as the studio manager, I was coordinating that. Now, you presenter you or Peace FM, no, it's a fan and a morning show. If you know, Kweku Yeboah from Orlando. Also, a product of Atlantic FM.
Oh.
Into your no catch him so I should push like between scanner. No, so I should push na Kwami bedema. Ti that match no. Abate never run commentary.
Abate, shout out to Abate.
Into your buy no. And yes there in top onko. And I ja means me did nature about oya there. And on mammy opportunity. 5-10 minutes. Oh, commentary, live commentary.
Oh,
Peace FM.
Wow.
Some me joining no Cape Coast Stadium.
Wow.
Until 5 minutes, man, Vanya Kwadwo.
Yeah.
Tifu Mwakwa, Robert Mensago Pramaso, and area state professionals. How many crop Yasan Tiko, Joseph Jamie Check or River Hendricks, Stephen Tiko Drew, Isaac Usu Ninja, Yadifu to be in ni frozen from Bonham say, Father Nia Jumpa.
Wow.
Mrs. Mogwen. Eddie Ave Miriam, where year, man? 93. Late, sorry, 2003. Late 2003. Nti we are not for them. Me ma batin so precious. Chalom push mami. Ti woman my friend. Na just as maybe we service no. And me the application as we mean can we be the application call Happy FM. So not Happy FM aba. Na Serwaa the late Serwaa may so rest in peace. No free Peace FM. Echo Happy FM. And missing me ko pay adwuma. Nti me do reception no. And I'm saying me hu no. Wan pie kura me hwem ni. As me njam letter no me sa ofo. Me njam letter no to. No echire meto mo na me dem fa. Nti that time na me push no. Na eventually Father Moka say membra peace no. Me dey let them ko happy kura say na member peace. Father Moka say membra peace no mo ka kire me say Serwaa free ho. Nti there's a gap our morning show no so but on the no any say newspaper translation but me mo Cape Coast no at some point me am introducing newspaper translation be on my show and na me so smart to say enye neya network na better na Cape Coast omo nchi Peace FM nti Atlantic Hall no obi onim Atlantic Hall Cape Coast University ewa abrosan to aso be 6 or 7 and am send the po akosi na pempem
wow
and ma link here ba me room
hey
nti na me chippies ade na me ye ne say abate mu interview top sports personalities na me the cassette I record the interview no me we are na baby o mo voices we no ma delete every one we say cassette na no di shem
yeah
me blanca be yi yeah time me yi o voice ne free
interview one
voice ne free na ma plagiarism pa ma ko tana Atlantic inti Cape Coast ma Jimmy Dean yeah so abate chiwa lazim the voice ni
but ono kai se on kai se asa me no me interview
well that I don't know say Atlantic FM so ndura akra
okay don't say na do Judy
Jimmy Shine
that's only Chastela anyway
grassy driver baba ko no na yere kwa mfu wow and I'm in Kwami show nti people were wondering which Alaji has Atlantic FM we spoke to Alaji has let's listen no about Chastela Sylvester Satana Sylvester Asari Usu Chastela transfer no ye hot Cape Coast funny now wonder hey Adam I'm afraid why as papa hey voice baby what should be what wow Jimmy Shine nti nyame adom na omka se chebwati ye free on na fada mo say so metumi newspaper translation there fortunately for me na me ye bi na me say metumi aye nti no mo Saturday piece of both am say 4 p.m. on English news with one
Saturday piece of on English news
you lady bag lady nko America say your friend Morrison
Emma
not Emma Morrison okay I'm really fit for the full name no nti ono na read English news nti father mo ko try me no omo de me ko studio achu na record o me
yeah achu shout out to achu
nti lady no read ayina English na me so ma translate ntwi no mko bo chere father na father so Kayi
small boy no
afa nti one of them say meja he na de bia me kana chema chess that time yes service meji 15 cedis 10 cedi back na 5 cedi back
hey
na for that meja na me time say 10 so meji 150 Ghana Sammykaymedia na mgas wonyintu mi kan wan kasa na msi
afa yeah the translate
and was me pede bi na msi me pe no kia 3310
Sasa nene was
you know that that yoko phone book na wonya no kia 3310
wow
nti eventually omo de bibia ma me na omo se me nko family omamra ba me koye na me bedru ye no na chaso se si benso free peace
hey
so no ni abati na yes sports no so free peace na father so okay now vacancy wo sports wo so between the sports and the news me choose back
we dey fa
na me koro
adi me pa wi dada
ko share sports na eja me ni me boss abati nkra he gave me the opportunity not 2 weeks about that yeah because first day crowd na me ko comment you across sports stadium who say or producers on one man anti and they felt to say why would you jump in
yes
na yeah producers na obaya
onu wa ye na say
exactly uzo hunam kitingete satan na go Harry Efya and Kojokin into what was happening he say see a stadium near Kweku commentary na abati me kai ko United match bi ti oye kakra no jama me start here no so okoto say kibabu we see from ti no say na boys na ba Mizu aliwa mu sasa mizu me hubu pona msambungie ti omugiye no si abate e monitor comment no down o dimlika ha ana kaza mujima ena wasajuma no me huyo mu hi but a opportunity do anyam
I didn't nyamisha
tinga kanga kra naja nyame edi edru isampempenso.
Wow.
Nti honestly, yanche Danqauh classroom see a journalism course. Most of your knowledge was acquired on the job training.
Wow.
A few seminars near the did here, but most of our knowledge in journalism was acquired on the field. Until recently, I became a master's in communication and broadcasting in Asifo. Cape Coast University.
Wow! Oh, you went back and them seeing you, how was it?
Oh, it was fun because I lectures. Okay. And I lecture about or deputy rector or GIG, if any professor Pokumensa. Lectures na. So no need baku interaction na student baku bisanse onimye yana. No so there be you. Mo me chairman there Danqauh Yeboah pen and no ye me senior.
Oh, okay.
Professor la. Chairman there was me your senior.
Let's say when you
first degree na. Me wo final year no what third year.
Wow. Wow. And so for about let's say in 2003 let's say for about 19 years then.
Yeah.
So you've worked with Sefa for about 19 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And a baby ana chese na esiso na amanfuti and the one which is most popular, I mean look on YouTube now, or YouTube page.
Yeah.
I mean
Danqauh Yeboah
TV.
Yeah.
I am sure ebi wo ho ana chese caption just for laughs with Danqauh Yeboah just for laughs with. I will call the Biana man for straight. It says in my example, what to me and I say, to me and taxi drivers. I mean, you are full of, should I say, jokes or comedy? And where did you learn this from? Is it stories? No, are they real? Or how do you come by it?
Oh, it be a real, it be a story. Says
okay.
It means the ability to create.
Wow. Sometimes you create them.
Oh, most of them I create. But then the creativity, man. That's how come when people meet you and they ask you, say,
wow, you create them.
Oh, most of them. Most of them.
But sometimes I say like
I say you need to personalize it to make it interesting. Wow. You need to make it personal to make it interesting.
Wow. And people are loving it.
Oh, one day, Nyamiadum. Initially, na me visa me chairman.
Dear grow,
but
and I say I bet
Nyamiadum.
See, as a man, you cry. I say,
I didn't know that would you for quite the West.
I go to West.
Hey,
what's a stress?
Nancy, me ko US, me ko G award bi o New York na me ba back no. Na me ko fa United Airlines. Na the way mama fo bi year me na I say Joe Biden we were playing. Ogwani ni yago pose won. Abi akitu awi. But we are danyam say.
Wow. Answer na be ko be ma ba ko. But you GFA kakra. I mean GFA, I mean Black Stars and some I'm for say Black Stars and can forget to omuna yankan de bia say I mean on be kwa ba omo kwa sikapudu na yatama omo kwa we cap ni spoon na edi num ko mo fan bimba. What is wrong with our national team?
It's been 40 years since I got the last trophy. Because Nyankopon adom before I took Gaddafi.
Okay, trophy in terms of
the African
Cup. Okay.
Yes. Because Nyame adom before I took Gaddafi, me call Libya twice.
Wow.
And some of the Libyans still had those memories because Ghana and Libya and the co-finals. So that time now your number one goalkeeper no ni ho. Inti goalkeeper no die no. Me nam Libya street when they realize I'm a sports person, no be Sammy. Where is goalkeeper Usu Mensa?
Oh,
so Ghana for fun nyare. Wow. It's been 40 years. 1982 to 2022. Now a lot has happened. Kayi say historically ye winning your last AFCON in 1982 no. We were defending champions. In 1984 it was a disaster. The reason is say you see if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
Dr. Nkrumah, I keep saying Subio. And despite the fact that people belong to different political affiliations, you know, Nkrumah is a standout. because show odi 6 years wa konya so oji Nations Cup 2 Olympic medals 2
wow
over 50 years after the overthrow of Nkrumah until last year na yaji 2 Nations Cups na Canadian ho na yaji Olympic medals 2 so na Canadian ho they dey on the 6 years it took us over 50 years to achieve the same feat because the policies na cut across. Ohinijan was the commissioner for sports and or report to directly to Nkrumah. So what Ghana anytime you be a president I will take direct interest in sports, you make keep progress.
Oh, so you feel that's the problem?
Oh, after Nkrumah no, the next head of state or yes at the end we are a champion. Ignatius Kutu a champion general. Onunk and the Black Stars call a champion of Brazil ahead of the 1978 Nations Cup. And they host you any winning. The late Osamdo do may so rest in peace. Onusu oni no or the Simpe Asante a commissioner no report to money direct. They took special interest in sports. But to say baby a politics ne no. Are you so toxic? And you know Sammykaymedia nim sports mu kra na say onye NDC nia NDC ba power they won't tap your experience,
which is very bad.
Say Kweku Yeboah MPP ni na onim sports ma NDC ba MPP na power no be NDC no onim sports ma and politicians no done Black Star no a political tool. NDC for team ka say world cup ni ya komienu we mo akobako 2-1 inti instead of planning said because Nkrumah planning ni yedi ho chayo. Nkrumah won us the trophy in 1963 65 year defending 68 year finals 70 year finals inti yedi ni plan ho adu baby na a take nose dive. That's how inti after they do baby we are not even qualifying between 1984 and 1992 we never qualified even for the Nations Cup. Wow. Meanwhile we had very good players, Abdulaziz Mo, quality players, but we never qualified because we failed to plan. Until say do baby Benkofi Ebema Efya no 5-year development plan in 2003 Mekai you call African Games for Nigeria 2003 na Anamoah Amonike ni Nigeria for no the same time Amokachi rather Daniel Amokachi now a team manager ma Nigeria under 2030 who see a 5-year development plan teacher he was amazed was hey Ghana you do well enti Benkofi team no ba do yen Derek Boateng John Mensah and you did up to World Cup 2010 you if say ye win in Kosua no go come man besa every penny be anya vision be anya another development plan enti Chapless ni do omo peak na retirement ni nyini bemu and the dimension returns asset in as we speak we still don't have a plan in place nti yet say Sammykaymedia so being ewo landing na ni din Kweku o say we do be Ghana ni na you to plane yen na akokase ye kono ye Ghana ni na ye ni ewu ni asa because we don't have a plan as a country na ya say o man na ye team no ho ye mpe no kre me nowadays I see people on social media trying to malign me and say all sort of things. I'm one MC. That why I criticize Nyantakyi and I'm criticizing Kweku. Inti say President Mahama Membuno nenye and obi criticize ya na nado aba na nya onka na ntum. Is that the case?
They feel you should stand at one side.
They feel that while criticizing Nyantakyi me too there we are back one too. But we criticize Nyantakyi to get a better option, not to get a worse option. And see, that is how it is. Some are even saying, I'm criticizing Nyantakyi, no normalization by and I'm quite Sani Eduma. So I don't even have the moral right to criticize. And I'm saying Sani Eduma, you open bed and I'm the obligation Goyana.
Say I'm more appointed.
Exactly. And nobody even thought say Anas be a video be my disaster be about. It was not like what criticizing Sanina if you want to open bid, they say, yeah, Pam Sani one or interested in the application. So when I see people making that argument, I laugh. Say a whole president of the country, I point to her. Who are you to say no? At that point, I feel say it would amount to disrespect. When I got in there, and I'm who say, Mimi believe, say how I want Ghana football managed. No, Dr. Kofi Yeboah in a different direction. I told the authorities I wanted to opt out. Oh yes,
but you didn't resign.
The normalization, I resigned, but it took a long time. It took a long time because the sports minister, Honorable Siama, is my witness. He kept impressing upon me, say, an appointment from the president, you can't just walk away. Me can be a no why? Can be a. One day there was a meeting, and I me run meeting me late, and I'm say, Dr. Kofi Yeboah who me I say, I didn't invite you. Who asked you to be here? So the Sammy the minister, everybody was taking aback. This is your spokesperson.
He should.
And why should he be here? See, that day, my minister not here, so we've been complaining about how Kofi Yeboah treats you, but where the Amiame who be so.
I don't know. Only here.
No, officer or no one enough for media guys or person of media man.
And a president so appointed.
And you know, pennies are not be say a man who can on why forgetting say president I didn't know on so by. You get it? Because the entire normalization process, for the first time in the history of association football, FIFA has never signed an MOU with any sitting president except Nanado. So the whole normalization process was brought about by government. But say we are saying Bua at my referee. At some point, nobody watch us. I'm here in charge. I don't want this. I don't want that.
I mean, right now
at the normalization stage, maybe I can say when I was leaving the GFA, there was a time a meeting. And I'm Sammy Obia Kofi Yeboah, Dr. Kofi Yeboah, and I'm the proposal come on saying. On my league, I papa no. There's a dedicated website with proper statistics. A generating interest.
Yeah.
The GFA Ghana.org shouldn't be used to run both the league and the official communications of the FA.
Entity.
Normalization committee NC competition. MBA website ncspecialcompetition.com. When we are leaving office, to domain name for GhanaPremierLeague.com. Name from Emma the incoming FA because players na do normalization competition. Omo profile na o na league no. Sammy was say oh laudable idea. Dr. Kofi Yeboah me Kwami ko engage obi so anya website my. Nipa na your website ni wieye. Up to now Kofi Yeboah down launch a website because if you don't go Kweku never. Adia wagia to me in a meeting no. Eventually me the bottom scan it to the website nigga.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Oh,
how many boys? No, almost 20,000. How many boys? No, say boys now. Ubebo mopa and to play a profile. Almost the building site. I had to pay
hosting.
And send a hosting. I paid almost 20,000 cedis from my own pocket.
Did you get your money back before?
From where? From where? Into when I hear people and buy a GFA and Yashi and emissary. When I came, no one was after 13 years of Nyantakyi's administration, GFA communication department, omuni ankasa camera no omo cameraman.
Are you serious?
And to make a call AFCON in 2019. Embassy na hono my obi Arab ni bi mani be ye photo shoot my Black Star. It was a disaster. And me na omo blame me. Nkofo na no omo running FA no omo running for 13 years. No man to me and to equipment for the media department. Ya call renti ho ma na be twa photo na call wrong. Omo si me na mage embarrassing photo shoot. As if some men got a camera
because we are spokesperson.
Exactly. But if the FA in Nyantakyi time, sanitary time, come measures in place, or more proper communication department or gadgeter, we would have traveled with our own cameraman, and Kayi has a problem. So when I read things on social media, I just laugh my head off. I've decided to say I'll ignore all of them. Ghana, yempenokre. Some are even saying, okay, it's as in Nyantakyi. If you guys many anas in a meeting, anas say the God I serve knows is a minimum anas. But I felt to say, in all honesty, because Nyantakyi started the FA administration better than Kurt is doing today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Nyantakyi ran into trouble when he brought Sanidaramu. Who say there's a way of doing PR. Open everybody on board that. Your approach should be different. Sunny was doing confrontational PR. And then he was drawing everybody apart. And few way. They ended up splitting them from Nyantakyi. And the man was left alone. I'm sure say Bianca Nas at the end of Bianca movie. Randy Abemuana, George Muana, Fred Papa Mube to me who I be found. But now the same people have turned around to say, Yenny and I criticizing the wrongs in the administration, Yenny too. No, me and us, me Bible and me some names and me, but I felt that what was going on at the time was wrong.
Okay, so with all this, how will you rate?
Unfortunately, no, every way by, you know, Nyantakyi started better than they are doing now. Oh, Nyantakyi made no cry back. I was number one critic of Nyantakyi, but he started well. That's how come people say at some point you call Australia Nyantakyi name better bed is. It's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's true. You could go friendly match in Australia in 2008. You know, FIFA Congress for Australia. The players now had left. Until now, Kwami, any Nyantakyi, any a few other guys who hotel. And that time he was trying to court me because no he said my ideas in sports in until no finish them and one me die. I will not deny that. And at that time he was doing well. He gave me money on so many occasions. I rejected all of them.
Money no for them.
Oh, send here Ghana there so be by say you.
It's bribe not or
well, I wouldn't describe it
or the
I wouldn't describe it as bribe, but if you honest if you saw the amount when you're soft sport amano.
Now if you out ready so what can be a man.
And because Mukai one incident to be you call Montenegro. Na o free hotel ho akọ abontin. And no more $1. I'm saying either $1,000 or $2,000. And no dey make charge. And I mean make charge na ti hotel lobby ho. And no say we need dan move into a hotel be. To make charge the man I'm say honestly, piece of me to hotel be I don't need this money. No so jam kwasa so be judge. To the shame boto na me yima no. Ukura me hotel room do to me bed so.
Wow.
And I'm saying the man no. Ye ba Ghana no. And the president Nyantakyi mu ye Black Star budget. Omo dey shame say Black Star jersey no laundry $30,000. No sir. Who the $30,000 you go see jersey na do go see no poase. To make criticize no Romeo Drew ko GFA and a Langa Bell. I see you about Danqauh Yeboah you dey there. You know be that money some president give am for Montenegro. Na mo say uncle or this kind man me uncle Wabeka. Timiti and my friends say president Nyantakyi Danqauh Yeboah. Pacho usika no manji. Say make chance and fans say sambrewa for na jiwa de. Na mfa make chance say make fan sika ko. And you know I wouldn't say bribe bad. He offered me money on so many occasions. Until media is kasem dia mini sa problem because there many me will be many so. I don't think say ese mbeju bibi ansan make bibi ama. Oh yeah, dey na writer. Why not? When Nyantakyi was going to vie for the CAF presidency, for about 3 weeks, my program, my topic was how do we galvanize support for Nyantakyi? Because my point was that whatever the case, or a Ghanaian, the Becker say Nyantakyi of Ghana, and it was not coincidental. Say, Okomini CAF executive position, Odu Airport. I was the first person he granted an interview to. Tiname some of the things you did that were correct.
Although you criticized him on radio and all that.
Exactly. But we mu dia yebo prepare say Nyantakyi dey start ye na do baby agigui. We mu dia yebo prepare o ma say.
It we no oberity o mo saying.
Oh no. This FA we no they came for their private business. They didn't come to run Ghana. And now FA president openly. I got just me with teams 5. The teams 5 was spreading across the country. And he say under 17 na year players are. But na yakofo beef enough. Because so not number na a cat player no na koto no. And they are pure business no more. They are not running Ghana football. They are doing personal business. Now in our history as Ghana, what Tibida say, player on your starter or Black Star, and you say when your contract or co sign or about or co justify near the Black Star JC Aken. So on come run on my boy Afcon. Until boys near 10 or Qatar no a Portugal justify your inclusion.
Player being now.
Philemon Bafo, Kate player. And who's the national team no? Who do player bope? Why improving the profile? No, I could turn the Kesi. Inti when you justify na ebe share more Cameroon. Obanzo and Mobi. I improving the profile. You bought tournament we are turn. Or turn on the Bufuni say when you make it grade or team premier team or go team under 23. How can player who doesn't even qualify to be a starter Portugal League? Or no beji blaster JC at was infantile because of about justify. You get it?
And only one problem of the Black Stars.
Oh now me say minim Ghana ni penimbi or Belgium. Or say or introduce Ghanaian player ya no Belgium Emma F penimbi. A confidential information to me was me bomudi. Or say if a penini share player now say contract we sign you manage you the Bobo Blaster. No player did not tell no so quite. And they are business no more. They are not into manage Ghana football. And that's how come your league, you know, I say fahu. Uji go king or Ghana Premier League ma on qualify for Bobo Blaster. Uji best player on qualify for Bobo Blaster. And Ghana a football nation like Ghana. Not the whole Ghana and Sammykaymedia go king. How come say a Black Star on qualify? Say a genuine footballer.
Yeah.
You get it. And see, who can be brave? Who beggars all time, but it's sad. You play Siki Akono. Siki Akono lost to South Africa 1-0. South Africa, even when we had Sammy Osekufomo, only the Marfish mo be share Kumasi. Nobody disputes the fact that South Africa is a football country. On be share Kumasi Sports Stadium. Yenya homo. Na Siki Akono at the time here because South African. All the players who play in England almost COVID into Amumba. Amatemu in Amba. Na South Africa shen 1-0. Kweku see or West Coach Ghana to Apamuno. Now the Milo Obia or no cumulatively why out of job for about 10 years or TV 1 year Juma. Udi blaster manu. Emma Comorus, a non-football country like Comorus are share 3.
First time
I'm above con. Year from Oba now by granting media interview. I say you believe in Milo. Sike Lusu 1 match against South Africa. Who no West Coach. Namula Kogu Yenima say in our history as a country, this is our West African record. In 1984, in Nigeria, you go Yenima say, but you winning 1 match, you share a Guinea 1-0 and you free move. In another tournament, you share Malawi 1-0 and also you free move group stage. But you in free move group stage that you cry 1/9 points. Then you come back and say you believe in Milo and your personal interest. Why would you do this? And I'm going to say, your pen on PC Kasema. Put the 2 coaches on a scale. The Onoa Kolusu to South Africa away with a depleted team. Also on Wapamano. The Onoa Akogu Yenima saying 1 point in 9 matches, 1/9. On the over granting them, say you believe in him. Then I just say, any personal issues. When I said it, the boys in the church was saying, Onisi Kayi Juma, to your friends. But you can be friends today, enemies tomorrow. It doesn't matter.
I mean, we are going to go into, the new coach and all that. I mean, what his take on it and all that. But answer make out say, wapomodin ehunhia me pa. Enu ntina wo hwe me say unnim de how na afeufili say niam nkoye wo widie ma to fan call endpoint homeopathic clinic ukọ Dr. Edubuatin twen wo more branches wo Accra Sprinter say Kumasi Techiman takrade nyina more branches wo omo number and that screen so a wo hwe ukọ homeopathic clinic papa ombe screen no afi solution no mapa ma afi so 2074 no na immune booster papa the boost immune system protect no e guard and say niam wo system nyina ma wa hoden sorry who say yes who see so now they are Juma. So after your contact any social media details na that screen. So from undi to office amen unyema amen after umakola no phone so men we say very effective.
Everybody knows acrobato. And if you know acrobato, it means you know endpoint homeopathic clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. Endpoint homeopathic clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about endpoint homeopathic clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful endpoint one?
Chesena me ankasa me period no say problem is room. Ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa. Na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro me fire no ene ma won kra me nu foforo kwa na me coin mu a eba tele je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwojo eda ho a wontumi nante. And then call endpoint or mama nura and then why dear what me sorry anante.
That's endpoint for you. Of acrobato. Hello. Hey, what chair? Okay. A free bra with the endpoint what dance. I'm a choir no. Me Jones say my name Kayi and person my name and imagine Sabema. Now me be here for the one in You heard everything. I have secret. Endpoint is my secret. Endpoint homeopathic clinic. I'm free.
Kweku Yeboah. What do you make of a new coach? Basse, you know about the Black Star.
Media, honestly, I do not think that your problem is your coach. Our problem is the fact that we have failed to plan as a country.
Okay.
And that has been our bane all this while. So, Benko 5-year development plan, you didn't win. What have we done? Your league next year discussion because the national team no. it mirrors the standard of your league. Ebi ameka say me ni fi American football in the last 30 years. Bronio, Bibinii, no be for Black Stars, our local players to do switching foreign base. Because the standard of our league was super. In 1989-90, Rojamila, in 1990 World Cup, Rojamila Kokachire Wiase say, the world has seen Cameroon and they are excited. Wait till you see Ghana. And then foreign base players in Dino Cameroon had qualified with the World Cup with all their players. Stephen Tatao, Mekanaki, Oman Biye, Kana Biye, Thomas Nkono, Rojamila, and Odom Bakumasi for a friendly match with our Meteors in your blast temple. That time you were Thomas Boachi Zion Train, Joe Debra, Joe Day, Robert Eshen. And you know, both friendly match with Kumasi about 2-2. The area Rojamila say, hey, Namu Meteors in Pony and Namu Blaster. A referee decision as Utumpony penalty. Indeed. That is the basis for which Rojamila acquired a confession or World Cup said the world should wait till they see Ghana because our local league was solid. At this point, I do not think say a coach in a problem. We develop local league ni no quality a very reflected. Sammy, a minister and I'm a leader of Ghana football and me where. So I scan a good Black Stars. Come mini GFA. I write a proposal to the ministry. Say MPP are buying a wason. Say I buying so no kasi wati Black Star bonus so NDC for the bear campaign. The on kwa ba so abeti bonus because yen kan ukore wo man. Ade be boan the bear politics. Nti Efya for me na me Efya president. Black Star bonus meti so about 1,005. Na makachira buying say scan you raise na you bought one match you to me spend $1 million no. It's enough. Yemfa scan no say $25 million na be say raise yemfa nya consolidated fund. Consolidated fund na de be no. Ghana government should set a minimum wage for our players. Say $1,000 a month. Every Ghanaian Premier League player is paid $1,000 a month. So it's Ghanaian fan come club owners. No one be talk about worry. MY.
The former players
direct into their account. So abanye say we are na fear the an added contract, an addendum. I can't play a contract. We say we are Danqauh Yeboah Obokotokobo has Umbo League in 4 years. Here Mount Tukwan. The exception is say Sammykaymedia is exceptionally talented. Na ebi a top 10 teams in Europe ni bi betono onko tena bench or starter there be manako the few transfers ne benyano ska na e benyano you transfer play bi a 10% by Efya yemfa nto sa funding mu na yemfa run your league nti ye the Black Star man now we are watching some foreign based players bi you have the luxury of camping your local players for more than a year and coach a boy saying them Ghana money team 2 years to camp the same players or bit me abobo
so it's not really about the coach.
Oh no a problem in your coach. How do you think Senegal Ali Cisse performed? He took the team for 8 years. But say yes amrana now the team in Mami Kweku Yeboah Kwami himself for 1 year met me put me team together. Ka players no league no after weekends Monday no more say pram o ko training no ko back. Do was standing local team. We for foreign based players ka craving others also because 92 year squad no Edo Dansa no a local goalkeeper. Damba Abubakar local goalkeeper. The late Salif Ansa, local goalkeeper. Nida Kwankra, local player. Safu Jenfi, local player. Ama Senegal, local player. Kofi Frimpong Manson, local player. Stanley Abora, local player. Now you day, principally, Tony Yeboah, Abedi Pele, Ali Ibrahim. Until 11 players, no. Emu bear se 4 and a year for him base.
In the say only, I mean, me look can say a time or Yensake, no can say you want Afcon, or can say you need. Bit is some Majan near the I bet it's a case so can say ni Messi ni Ronaldo. I
mean, I think that it was a very sorry statement. And of you have come by and me, I was very surprised. And everyone say, we are so told you any more video to me when you can crench. Ketty a trained journalist too, and one come feature journalism school for Christ's sake or a GIJ product. And then Central Phones with the Casa air come on paton a boatonium the Kenya de my. Now who the Omaya ko Afcon. What was set the worst Afcon record? I mean, so in 1984, Nipo lead Ghana call Afcon, Cote d'Ivoire, the target no Boake Debake, near friend Kate Caesar, Efya president. No, Obetina Konyaso, February 1984. Ofri Afcon ni ba na Ghana for say defending champion will be anymore to say resign or resign in April. in the history of the GFA, Katesis and Kwano did 2 months work on Yasu. Kwano fees were quite embarrassing and no point 3 points. Now, what could go many more is saying 1 point in 3 matches against weaker opponent like Comorus. Uba Anabe Kasana, Ghana for Kumanto Muyama say, and more Messi Ronaldo Bua Montremi. Leader. Na nechidi phone na hunu nyansa nkanche papa. We die. Adabraka. Na ya criticize almost say diatem. Because they want to protect their corner. Ade bi wo ha yenye fair. Wo de player kwa justify the blaster JC atwen no. Milo kogu yenimu ase oba ya say in Milo we believe. Na nka mimi mbom nsema. We ntu friend na catch ket we dey meta we chibo anka say ya na ye dey. Yentumi nka no kura ntre ye nuye. Nipa Obibinii ntumi nhwe ne nuye nim kan chense.
You blame me journalist. I mean mom.
Some nyobia some of us ye kan hu. Because obenya ka credit nti no obehwe ne nim aka se papa. Mumu obebua mmomba we di anke ye ni si anke ye. Onye. Obetu hallelujah. And no a problem.
But you say a president Emma a coach. Is it coach? Dying so on dim as in fee, but converting into office. How is that? That
is the sort of administrative style we more adopt.
A cat. And next omudima
ye ko Afcon Nigeria no money coach. Omo technical director Augustine Eguavon ono act as coach no do omkwe.
Okay.
GFA for Makofa Germany so no ye technical director. Ye go fa Milo committee eti yempo yamfana nka ho. Let alone see aka say act. Nanka one match pa ye ni Nigeria for bonke o technical director papa nka yon no be act no abo. So be act yakọ a whole tournament nanka one match na untumi act bo. Enso on nam Ghana ha omo so ye GFA technical director. But technical decision be enu a o mu take omo de ne ka ho. Ena onunti since independence Black Stars first one no mu at the men's room. Ena ye kasa ya no afedi ye beda ni business ye do mu de da hotel ajo angara no makoda no bi agi ni percentage. Ena Mampeni Akufo-addo oye listening president otie ya asem say Ghana Central for Moka Sports makasa ya te say ye di coach ko to hotel ye boka ejumli coach o to hotel 3 months not Europe na we ja coach ba ko ne eche ba ko send dem ni etua hotel bi nyana na do my Danqauh airport west say yem fama coach na kosi apia kotin very nice house every for mu ba ya o ma chiche dan ni mu o di o ma demarcation makofa glass achiche say o di ya office ama o tenka da eta na ada coaches
nti kosi apia nko dan
kosi apia de say oni hobio banka
as like
new coach no ba ya na nka ese de man o so nko da hotel nti Milo ba no da hotel o so o mo abetua but my point is that say Milo ko da hotel na GFA ntumi register kentua BBC here report o monka say GFA coach o monka say Ghana coach o man ni begu as ni mi ye minister me ntra man
so o ba no dey be out hotel na ye na
etua na wasan give compensation na wadi
na say gui ni ma say na
Africa dey wen mobo as we speak yani siki akono sign 2-year contract o sign we ni sign on fee yan farmer no first 7 months ni yentua nka minister we na buy Honorable Mustafa Yusuf no betua first 7 months man. After 7 months no anche ye yi nedi na nse ni asama no 4 months account. Into out of 2-year 24-month contract no yetua mu 11 up to now yentua. Broni no no atena fie cumulatively 10 years no abaji esikedi no. Yaman compensate $270,000. Etua no hotel bill am wagedi oko because siki ye Ghana ni ntikoto de ne bodwe. When we are talking about this Ghana ni a ono so ye Ghana ni tumi di watem sa ade na woka. Africa there ana reho hwe vision ya Dr. Nkuma mo de teacher Africa pani say nyenia de ye ho a hey sad.
I mean what can so much about how and we can bring up the Black Stars again and your coach asem but osha wine asisia no anka yeah fa coach me say adin PP mu Chris
no kra wo mu say
otu
in our history as a country yem fa coach bia ni CV ani crazy utin yepe.
Okay.
But the current FA no.
Yeah, na chese ono ati.
Also, no na sika say. Inti na make say senga Obibinii kai sebi ya apply common sense. I see use na local coaches. Because top coaches ni Morino mu sika nso dia akoto force. Jana dia wa pam African way na shey. O African way material ha.
Inti enye se ontimi nye djuma but kano
yesika nso. Inti no sisi coaches no mo bande o names about them. we've never hired any coach and his CV close to crazy team. Wow. Why from deputy coach to Ireland national team, coach Brighton Hove Albion in the English Premier League, coach Tottenham Hotspur. English Premier League, you ski your dakia. Ubenya team coach Kwabebre. So for him to have risen to that level, it means that all great quality. But if we know open coach or be from player. Do one for man. When you say no do median him say for film for kwetena bench wa bro mo bi na men koton onye. If we went to they came purposely to do business in TNA. No Otuado, what is his depth of experience in coaching? Or a former national star, I respect him for that. But you can't between Otuado and Crazy Wooting. Otuado, who called Dortmund in terms of ranking, or a sixth, or a scout trainer, or a trainer scout, as a name, or scout to talent, Emma Omo. And he said, your man, near Bilkrank, bet me assigning the same role to scout talent for us, both locally and internationally. But in terms of coaching, you need experience. On your assistant coach or Dortmund, or a trainer scout.
I see. Now say me titi who say the AFCON trophies biya. How true is this?
Me colleague journalist Bibi Sammy Asemwe from South Africa.
Okay.
But I am in pay here say. Timothy and I'm Frey FA communication director, Madam Fu Henry Asantichum. You know, see, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. But trophy need to be me catch him say any FA or any ministry. But or show say beyond the call museum. And a museum on so much clear on to obey cross checking. No, I get it back to me, but on to me get it back to me. That's what I know about that story.
Is a trophy made of gold?
Oh, titini dear.
Titini and tisa. And ten say be
valuable metal. I'm sure if you
out on with me and when I knew about me.
And in 1966, he woke up so we are HN on chain. Bibi ni man go.
I see.
And at the come the metal yeah there. Also, they don't care about ska. Nena skin to your boy comes. SDS the 24 karate and near this way. I'm sure say it would be.
I mean, you've spoken so much about Ket. Who your Ket and Kayi is on your own?
Ganini. As a man, on reason.
I mean, you worked as a spokesperson. Ushena Niaman Kweku, I've seen among. You wanted to resign. Until say if you were in that position.
I resigned, but what I'm saying is that Obibinii there on resign.
Now,
how many resign? A few blacks with principle now. Newman Kweku Yeboah or the idea name Kweku Yeboah resign. On yet. Hey, on resign. I'm even hearing say the critics need to control to social media. Say, "Men am organizing great tamponi, or mania champoni, one man supporter mu say." Demonstration as if these great men are senseless. How can I organize such independent minded people? So I'm going demonstration I'm a journalist, I'm playing my role. If you say we Obaye no bibia na wrong, but majority na wrong. Obaye the policy for youth football, coast football, very good. And I'm feeling to us, but they are wrong in so that's my rule as a journalist. But I was going to organize one man's supporters on a demonstration. What do I get? Anamoah to me allegation, wild allegation, you get it. But part of the job. Normalization time you dim attempts as if I'm your chairman. Because I was a target. Yeah. My criticizing Nyantakyi Sandara and TP back time. Can I say me my friend say me resign in presence of my senior brother. And my senior brother say what catch the ministers also resign. But I'm penning for in Sawum or resign and share respect. The minister name man won't quite. And mommy is still out. No, see, we when you're free, because you brought to mommy.
Do you think we need Anamoah back? Like after people started that campaign?
It's not Anamoah alone. Most of our sports icons, they retire more honorably.
Apart from Anamoah, why not for say
Pele.
Oh, really?
Almost all of them, we didn't retire them honorably.
No.
Yeah, Esiamu now, they are big guys.
Mutari is still playing, so why can't...
Esiamu at some point, he messed up. On my schedule in him. Can say World Cup 2010. Ghana against Portugal. Was he scanning by warm up Kurawanyebi?
Wow.
Esiamu is a superstar, but you do baby no on my schedule in him. If you saw Oburu the Oye, I was there in CSC. Tata Moye boycott. Any Portugal warm up cross one scanning by. But some of them are more dedicated to more money there. I feel that you know and they cut across all the sports. A lot of them. It tells Jacks. in the 60s, he was the best table tennis player in Africa. And then winning 8 gold medals. I say, Kofi, I have a newspaper. It's here say, at that time, no person would say Kofi 30 million pounds. Okoyanko a billionaire. Because at that time, 30 million pounds, yes. Do you get it? A lot of the Abedi Pele, we didn't retire. Asamoah, and he did so well for Ghana. And retired. Most of our sporting heroes.
Do you think, like the question again, we need them or we don't?
Oh, we can find spaces for them in our sports, but unfortunately, no.
But say, original field our body like.
Oh, age in enough for me.
But I mean,
we can position him maybe a black star. He can be part of the technical. You will have a role to play or Bobida, how to inspire the boys.
I mean, there are African Cup, other UEFA leagues. There are big players. They just
Ghana no in St. Joe for your public income. Man very town. Shorter small boy born over the bomb karaoke boy because only man and for what he has built for himself as someone. You know, I was part of Asamoah's growth. I admire him so much. I feel say when you say baby jet, me na the man.
Yeah, but you say one of the man.
Nti why be so me man in national role be he's a hero. Yam for manu. Oba be jina pitch na man for send dinner tem there. I don't think it's worth it.
Minister of Sports, do you think he fits the position?
That is up to the President of the Republic to say.
Hey, but I mean your thoughts on it.
No. The oyena ekoyi na mkoyi na meka. But whether he fits or doesn't fit.
Okay, Ninyama.
Not within my
Ninyama or do you feel say
my power?
He's on the right path.
Oh, me feel say wayebi. LOC yebe host African Games. We're making moves. You're signing protocol agreement, infrastructure. You're starting. He's making effort. But if for them, this was too much room to operate. For them to bring Milo to Ghana, if in a bit you contract or money sign, ministry nebetia, or munim who he, or Koyi and San Yakase, or Kofelu Afcon, and some man call work up and Kofeli and San Yapam, yes, I upon as he Twiska. Yamomu too much room to operate. He's doing well, but for us to whether he's the right person or not, any of Kweku Yeboah.
Yeah, it's so I'm called camper. Hey, and you can one mommy have see me my own but those things is it?
There are some officials say Black Star no ebelo bia ma okwa usika no beche. Ne player bi goalkeeper bi no call. I'm say 2010 or say 2006 work. I friend Ahulu. No Heart of Lands. Somebody be here. Yes, you or G scan no mko so agreement no say Black Star mbo padia. Mamu. Anamoah so man friend bi.
Oh really?
Okay.
Wow. No matter how good you are.
Only good. Hey. Baby was good.
Wow. And it's killing our
if you cry near Efya officials, we will cry ordinary boy be. There was one guy who Efya no yes sir. I not only that's only no officials no to tumbe juice kaso Sammykaytv ba no mema kwesi apia fa no. Nti blaster for yetu no akra.
Yes sir, then scan no ma kwesi apia bia na.
Opocket blaster for yetu no akra so mpon a so kwesi apia no akochia no. So what stands one awoke no. Coach is saying you okay mbechia. We are not so many na kokabi. Pocket cash. We are going here for officials. Around boys.
Now, Dan, we know. I mean, we've spoken so much about sports, but we don't know much about your family. Are you married with kids? And
oh yeah, I'm married. Me have 4 kids, 3 girls, 1 boy.
Okay, who are in them kakao?
In some money.
At the age of in some money.
We married 2005.
Oh wow. I mean, I too.
So me wedding as in
more than 15 years.
Wedding as in I'm get chairman general say Alaji Grusa buy. And they do time a 2 for no. A G microphone say Kweku Yeboah de oya makola oya kola papa. Obani de mimi ni dance here. No business for how monso be community.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, now if say and then push you among musha person see am worry.
Oh, so once a woman need the once one so you can't get everything before you take a step. And you never get there. Because we are saying the nipa will be an ebon, you know. The late evangelist Odro, may so rest in peace. Oh no, pitch you okay, Efya. Okay, say me go see. Unsan Kayi, I see a person. Be a unyati $1 million. Ske de minya me. Minya na bo se umi.
Oh yeah. And so baby
yeah, we see a person.
Okay.
You see, there was one boy be no so Kayi. na opichi o station ya boy na eboa no man peja ni speakers ti oba so for bompa mum da me high dime me da you and the one boy no happily so for nyame aduma high dime ade san ya no boy na san be that station oh hare dana wa hanon so for nka nyampa ba ko bisi so ya boa ya ziri awu bi abonyo
oh your sports what are you doing?
Oh, I was into printing.
Okay.
Let me print has newspaper. Me newspaper, Ghana Sports newspaper, Dr. Pepako is in Dooms Today newspaper, and Nanado's Statesman newspaper. And I've been in printing for over 10 years. But I say, me before.
Before for selling.
Oh, and the higher crown.
Hey, Dan. Oh, hobby. What do you do during your hobby?
Oh, maybe sports.
Sports in
Kwami. If you see, say me share BBA, either say news and not sports related. Boxing is my favorite sports, and my all-time favorite boxer, the Professor Azuma Nelson. Great guy. Who sports personality or brain was his Azuma da. Oshia me Kayi was a time no or Bekonto Kwami because that would be the fighting here the next day. Ambaso. Whom your friend Kweku. Azuma Otima Mr. Whom was Kweku me Judy Basa.
Your officer, I mean, your officer, despite media. Now, Dibia Uchima, time I'm on newsroom, says I'm entertainment. Time I will me on newsroom. Uchima, Dibia saying, yeah, much did ya, Pabubu. Anna, I mean, what is it about you and old music?
I believe, sir. Music should play the same role as radio. It should educate me, inform me, and some entertainment.
Oh, okay.
In terms of modern day songs, now I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, Shatta, they are Shatta Wale.
Say Nyansa Umudia, Shatta Wale, say Nyanumina and Nyansin.
The Shatta Wale Numena on him.
Medium minty.
That's how we already say.
And she done clicking me say minty.
Oh, okay.
Bua Obrafo say Mitinum Thomasum, Quade. Oh, modern guys, they boo among Tasum. Family, but boo out to me say, what is no, be a mimi free banner. Sanyumana Abana, Unya tree technology be, I say playing with words, literature, very be pan. Now I can't say Mabum, a Jakwa Pia Papa, Sala, you to me a cabaret for me and you are just playing with words. For me, music should educate me and inform me and some entertainment component. Intina mi pada dem sana.
I see.
Daddy Lumba, Amachi Dede. And growing up, yeah, village, I go to do akwana. Yeah, family house na yeah concert.
Okay.
Satan yeah live concert drama no. Nti, who say Santomu, omu yeah cassette. Before some be cassette, no mu you know, show no. Me share drama, me share live. About Mary ni Judas, me share live. Me share those times Obra, Mame Dokum no mo trek. Me share Nana Kwami Ampedu, F Mikes, Senior to Danqauh. The obo, Menya Masiko, darling. Me share the band.
See, you took those
exactly. Ali Baba 4-star. Who say Ali Baba, one of the best voices. Bakuye Osekofi, Prince Osekofi, no one pedu. On a ball. Unyamia obeyemi, Menya use unyamia obeyemi. Madami usu Prince Osekofi and Ali Baba. Tama amachi de ye apprentice o apofojenu. O free home and Ali Baba question na night. To no me feeling on the ball. Usi uja mi na ye den. Dabeye u say yentem titia. Mi ni diana unyamia do munti. Sanyo no.
Ocean is a of songs I will say one.
Kutia abufi say obotia oba no obotia apofojenu go no na apofojenu split. Intimidate Lumba say ni odis no. Those damn catches if I say back with me kotu ya mamu Mr. Marazima bone kutia. Anko anume pu anume. Me yani ameti me bia me mresu anami kru. Obibinii abobonu ya anka beto ekuma bia man. Ejuma wo ye ni owe ejuma shebrenti na mana basa. Esukwa no ma me nko me nantie die mu ohu. Akwantuo mu nsem ye nkantira nka be nsem abre me hu bi. Na nkwansirie ye nyani amepani se mesinse nwem de mitira ahwefo na mana basa. I enjoy those. Okay, so na same me ko US na Nana Danqauh. Nana Danqauh blogger no. Obisa me imagine de kuse na me cheche na. People were fascinated. Now say no, me because me pay old school no. So me West na so I walk to them. So kuse na I walk to Amachi. to give me explanation.
Because
na yeto unso obi ato no kuse obi anti dey trust. So Amachi explained to me say ye wa anoma bi won wurem minim how come anoma na so popular with local musicians. If no anoma no asoso ansa. You say the late Ampedu Bonyu asoso ansa oman bo ajo anoma na anoma asoso ansa no ne ba if no kwaje bi. Na dua anoma no goro so ne efe ne jama dua.
Okay.
Nti asoso ansa fa ne ba kwaje bi di ne kogu dua no so na okope dua ne abre na sometimes okwa no amba na ne mana begu dua na se mobomobo. Nti obo se kuse asoso ansa ba kwaje bi ne nam jama ase orewu ni ba okro mansa be ma be kota kwa o. Yeah, exactly. Wow. But full of wisdom. Utie titenwum na ebi wa a proverb from A to Z. Odiati sa Ali Baba dia making. Ostati me see don pay yedin aboa chichidie mpo aboa patekuo mpo entumi anwe na wo kraman ubetumi ana wan cheke wo ho ma wo number yi utie full of proverbs. Say ye dia fifa kaboa chichidie nefa abofo kani na nampedu se mampama na so asi ntuntum ho hintra enka bi da wai eno de atwisa
da me musician say
and me I enjoy them so I sit down ebu asaminti west na me born over and over just to catch it.
Then you catch it.
Lumba say Teresa say me feelings are me brutal.
I see.
Because I sometimes me know the story behind the song e ma me pay more. Me say Teresa ye Lumba ni schoolmate and opeso worry no but eventually okware adai cutlass me say so popular skin ni nua na Teresa ko worry no but obo Teresa obo Lumba so much na obebo Teresa baby see edian na mi boya ebiana na obi nkoti ase ebo mesi mika ene nka de bechi timato nyuma bo ni din se mefia uye dom ene odi ni ohun nam so akoyi kwadwo fosu Teresa baby say
is he already there Efya na dan what's the LDB?
No, I don't believe in Valentine.
I don't.
Oh, what's Valentine? Me, I'm a village boy. Valentine.
Village boy.
When you grad, son, when you move out, when you know Valentine. When you, it's to Jimmy, you didn't have Afia. Oh no, I'm not a fan. Quite apart from the fact that I'm not a fan of Valentine, I'm a bit principled.
How?
My point is that I'm a Christian. I believe in Christ. I'm not perfect. I'm a sinner, admittedly, but as a Christian, I set a date to celebrate Christ. The reason why I set a date to celebrate Christ is I believe that Christ died for me. He's my Lord and Savior. Why should I set a date to celebrate a certain Saint Valentine? And what is the significance in my life?
Celebrate
love.
No money.
Love now comes. No one know love is in Jesus. To lay down your life for no. A can't love a true love or Bible. And your Valentine or the love by a wrong impression. No, before you swing a trap. To the extent that some people celebrate Halloween in Africa. They said, "Yeah, bro, be any good as no, don't be words. I've been in so Halloween. They culture because we Brunienti. That's how come modern day music. Yeah, too. So sure because Black American boy.
Say Christianity to
to the extent that.
What I say Christianity to say Western. Say yeah, now you swing a bosom. And I
what do you call it? Assuming without admitting. Sir, Asami you saw you how old is it? As against Christianity in religion.
Okay.
Africa, you're starting a year and until the late 90s, Yana Sansen Uniba. Those times, who about dress it decently. Yeah, sure be and then sometimes it's advert me to Miss Reza. If you study the history of slavery, Black Friday was a day abroad for the term Muslims. And Nagana companies are hey, Black Friday, yes, so Africa. Oh,
Dan, only Mediania. Okay, sure. Wow, only say only stop mom.
You see me on TV, you say me no Edian, and say me come Mark Brown show. I'm so big in a channel. Your church man for wake
Dan, me say na only Mediania.
No, you know what? When you are bringing up a child, na omani ye bibi, na when hunu, wa mana nya no do kwan so a ohunu say punishment.
Okay.
And when I grew up, I decided to forget about.
I don't know mommy no papa now.
No, my name is stepmother.
I don't know mommy no papa ada.
No, my name is stepmother and papa neti.
Okay. Now mommy when?
Mommy the old village or the aqua near to Swedru.
Because now
papa.
Okay.
You get it.
Booking marriage hard.
Intino. Treatment I didn't film no. Mama be but I'm sorry. Ma kudibia. No me the banch in the body abesi jaso.
Wow.
Binya na ma.
Yeah, we na.
Wa betnas na ma wo.
And that's only maybe
you don't get my point. You say punishment because mama or me na me kudibia. Me ba me the banch in the body abesi so. Now work na ma san wo. You are me twitwim kukum anapa me ko twa nwan aduane me ko twitwi edwae chese nti
wow twitwi edwae na
utografo nchen onye
and say sisi I can say no edwae and only otumi no edwae my wife
me sim I've decided to forget it now. I've forgotten it me nye bi
ba wife when you edwae my wife
send
oh oku eduma wa bre I mean or and now is ade we
African so nyeme bu asu atra
one ko bibia na o se nkola e wo fi ma me
be mani Oba Anamoah no nyame na hihye yo nim se wo kan modern day for no be di what be fact nyame na hihye oba ne be ma nante e we edin trom and in the wisdom of God who is wiser than every creature or say ni obi rose say Adam wo be di pa wo be hwe no fife na obi ahwe oba o si proverb si oba papa o si we na di bo sanyo o yire padi ni nsa ye adwuma watini ku yemu komunti watini ni nsa so tadu yemu na ne kan yansu ndumu anajonti one of the old musicians Proverbs so we repadi ni nsa ye adwuma watini ku yemu kom nti watini ni nsa so tadu yemu na ne kan ndumu anajo onu akwadwere du
one day asem na ye kom enye say dey
one day na ye dey dulem na mdi
mi nya dia be
my wife pese we didi am do be ko restaurant
yeah sex before marriage or marriage before
say biblically wrong, but the reality is that you are victims.
Okay.
That I can't tell, but I'm speaking for myself. But most people. But Nyaminyan Zemun Kosi Maya in sex before marriage. The man has no standard to compare. The woman has no standard to compare. When I'm a virgin. Tibema na adi enu sunwe so be fanisa. Oba na adi enu sunwe so be fanisa. Ba unya ko testi a. Aso wari na wo compare. Dey be Kwami na ko yezi ngwe. Yani ye ma ya wari ye basa.
Okay, so we are wrapping up. We're about to wrap up. Kweku Yeboah, thanks for having you inside Sammykaymedia. We final words be our social media, you say our websites na dia betimi na.
Me website ni GhanaSportsOnline.com. It's been in existence for over a decade.
Wow.
My YouTube page near Danqauh Akufo-addo TV. And like you said, jokes in me the big go until well person share with me akoshe. My other social media pages nina Instagram bibia but me time into be na manage mama.
Oh okay.
Auntie ana me be say me kwa bobo address bia but it's all Danqauh Akufo-addo.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Nina.
You what TikTok?
Yeah,
shake to talk about.
Nina jokes na no dey. I don't have time. Them the phone business so I shake.
Na what na to say? Free Peace FM. See.
And yourself first in the umweba. Obibinii. Na say me 2007 me say me ja radio. Abu Ken Japan e ma me sambe ye radio.
Aden.
Oti o man FM no. Nipa na odi o man FM share ni sa no frame America say Charlie D bi aba me fi America mra.
Tina ma me America ko ye den.
Let me go to now work bobra. I dey omo go.
You say the TT. Now you do more Peace FM from 2003.
And to 2006 November 2006 na me imagine say me radio doesn't pay. Radio doesn't pay me. Jana mako boala tu ala sa. So when I'm going na media kokra bi nkrata na ejuma na friend sarkodie. No we di 56 years. Table phone friend sarkodie. Give you no ma chema so.
No, uphold the passion for radio.
Oh, but
no,
Abrabonu, Edube means I say Osisium. So there are people we came to meet in radio.
Yeah.
To me danke na film no
Into ko America na okoye den.
Na me adwuma be 3 asefo. Na me adwuma warehouse adwuma company for first choice. Cause you ton syringes, pampers, milk for nursing homes packet.
And our second job
na me car parking for valley. Valley me fan say bianca office ana who expect visitors but uni car parker near yash black boy tie near bejina kwana nti ba na o kanu man ya tro near duplicate
and a third one
ba near tibia man near ko park near sanra near ba any more the ko scafu program tips third one na me cleaning
done
big company na na who for bomechi
na sometimes no what you do in Ghana as the
we din yin now nti akwa na ka jam so ona bu kan Japan bi o man FM na deal ni yentimi mra
Saturday no fourth job no now your fourth job then
no I think there were three cleaning in warehouse ejuma no ni valley na me
international say who buy na obey ejuma o man FM
nti me buy no osuma the morning show host no very popular name wo fa bibi FM odaso wo man FM no ni mbe negotiate here na me bo ti o koye no yegusu kana na mse fada munya hint no mpe kakra mam na mse sama adwi
international say na fada ukoye na fada mun nim say ukwa enya de why
say na fam mu adwi say mpenifo bu be say me kwa mi mebi ye kan won kwantia
ba ukwa mo say vacation anane
onti sa be na say kwa mi mebi ye kan won kwantia say me no ti hei na me ka say me kwa mi mebi o ma me nko me bie gudo na me si echem say twa me si abi
ukwa mo say ukwa vacation
vacation me si me kwa ye adwuma as vacation
but so omo te say ukwa ye adwuma mo nko
me catch them say me kwa ye adwuma nti to them omo yi me din fi payroll so they want to pay me yeah I told them catch them say me kwa
tu u jai na usan ba
jai na me buy no mu say o man FM for ba no mu san bo share me na o contract fufu Wow. This time come Yeboah, you get dollar for your brother. Damn, Kweku Yeboah, thanks for going along with us. I mean, shout out to Kweku Yeboah and never bet you sports. The course so the life senior shots here. I mean, sound out cleaning now. Hey, never bro. Can say. I mean, and I share there. I worry with beautiful kids and all that. I mean, there was a black American who never believed I was a radio presenter.
Why?
Something in a warehouse man. This guy is a big radio presenter. Say, hey Daniel, David told me you are a big radio presenter back home in Ghana. And I'm saying, oh yeah. I say, hell no, I don't believe it. So I'm feeling me could be a piece of online trend. Really? I know one. So on our radio said yeah, jacket to American.
So I did this with Kweku Yeboah. Shout outs to him for making this interview 5 years they book you. I was saying, and EDC. Shout outs to Maxwell, shout outs to Mil, shout outs to Amanda, my camera crew and all that. I had this year from some from Sammykaymedia go on.
Go check my stuff so online. Proud of anything you do online. I be proud blogger online. SammyKaymedia.com online. Go check my stuff so